Hey, welcome in a special Mystery Fifth Hour in studio. We're in the Next Round studio, Rockstar in his chair. It is the Christmas season. Normally you see the Mystery Fifth Hour in our lobby, and this is not a complaint at all. We are very happy that this is the case. But during the Christmas season, our lobby is a very busy place. We constantly have people coming in and out to see us and bring gifts and food and say hello. So we thought, let's don't disrupt that. We'll just do it right here.
Right. I mean, I shout out to Matea Pavlik.
Oh.
But we had the ZD feast this morning. And so there's people in there, in and out.
Yep.
And so moving in here, this is a first.
Yeah, I kind of like it.
And I learned that it's not proper etiquette to ask for a family recipe.
I don't think it is.
Are you beat up about that at all?
He's only mentioned it a dozen times.
I didn't know. I'm from the trailer park. I thought it was a compliment to the chef to ask for the recipe. I didn't know it was an insult to the family heritage.
Yeah.
I just say, like, that's great that it's still in your family. That's awesome. That it's,
Well, to Jim's defense, he did not know that. He said, is it wrong to ask for the recipe? And, of course, I jumped in saying, oh, God, Dunaway, just to give Jim grief.
I don't know if it is or isn't. I wouldn't, but I think just complimenting is incredible.
I really don't know if it's a faux pas or not.
And the thing is, there's zero chance you were going to actually use the recipe.
That's true. Yeah, what were you going to do?
Maggie loves to, when she does cook, twice a year.
But doesn't she do her own Italian? Wouldn't she be like...
She does. Jane blessed us as she passed. She kept all of her recipes, which I think came from her mom in Memphis. And so she's got a whole book that some of Maggie's friends have actually taken and reprinted them into a book.
How nice.
Yeah, so
what a nice gift.
Really a nice gift idea for the holiday
Is that finally
season.
that Jane says we never got to do the segment?
Jane says in a book. That would be a great title for it.
Yeah,
instead of Jane's recipes.
So Rockstar, it played out perfect too. Dunaway, he's like, is that a faux pas? We're like, yeah, that's a bad faux pas. And she's like, oh, it's a family recipe.
It's stacked on.
Yeah. Oh, God.
What size
Dunaway.
waist are
No,
you?
listen.
His mom came from the old country.
Oh, God, Dunaway, you asked for a family recipe. She goes, yeah, it's his grandmother's recipe. She actually came over on a boat from Italy.
No. And she's dead.
Oh, God,
I mean, are you
Dunaway.
going to ask Colonel Sanders for his recipe?
It's only 7 recipes. It's
It's
7 spices, right?
11.
Herbs and spices.
Yeah, 11 herbs and spices.
Yeah. The last of the great line, he said, God, Dunaway, you may as well have asked to sleep on their couch tonight.
with your shoes off.
It is the Mystery Fifth Hour presented by McCurry Van and Car Rental. If you need a car, van, or truck, rent from McCurry. McCurry Van and Car Rental, the local rental company you can depend on. All kinds of vehicles to choose from. That includes trucks, SUVs, and passenger vans. Easy to rent, get you in and out fast. Athens, Muscle Shoals, Huntsville, and Coleman on 2nd Avenue Northwest. Big update coming soon to Tuscaloosa, Skyland Boulevard. Reserve your rental today, 256-559-1003 or McCurryRentals.com. That's 256-559-1003 or McCurryRentals.com. As we record this, we're about 5 days short of Christmas. So number 12, who gives us some ideas on the Mystery Fifth Hour, wants us to talk about gift giving, our stances on certain aspects of gift giving. All right. So would you rate yourself a good gift giver or not? We'll start with you, Lance.
Fantastic.
Fantastic gift
Fantastic,
giver. Okay.
I am the opposite. I am horrible.
Horrible gift giver. Rockstar?
I am right there with Dunaway. I am bad.
Yeah.
I'm giving out, my gifts are usually what's necessary. Almost like, I think you need this.
Right.
Not like I think you're going to love this.
So my wife does all the gift purchasing for my family. Used to, the only gifts I would get were for my wife. That's the only gifts I would get. And
Same with me.
And we've agreed, we're finished with Christmas gift giving. Let's just get what we want throughout the year and make it about the kids, right? So I am off the hook. I am completely off the hook.
Yeah, you
Christmas
say
gift
that.
giving.
That's the way we do it. I mean, Jennifer may be different, but we always say we're not getting each other for Christmas. And one year, that was the case. And I showed up at Christmas with nothing. And all of a sudden, Santa has a couple of gifts for me.
An Alfa Romeo.
And I was like, well, son of a gun.
Yeah.
And so I was left shorthanded. So now.
So you actually believe that?
So, yeah, exactly. So now you're right. We don't give each other gifts, but I'm expecting to have a couple of gifts.
Right.
I'll tell you, my world changed when I was married to Bethany because she was an only child. And so she got a lot of gifts.
Right.
I don't want to say she was spoiled, but they definitely spoiled her on birthdays and Christmases. So it was so bad. Like when I turned 30, she gave me 30 gifts.
Oh my gosh.
That's fantastic.
That is a bit over the top.
So, yeah, well, it is, but I learned to be over the top in gift giving when I dated / was married to her, and she was always over the top too. So it is kind of just that's the way I am right now.
Yeah, you're
now
good.
it's just with certain people,
Right.
the immediate family.
Because I've always appreciated this about us, is that the four of us, we don't exchange Christmas gifts or birthday gifts.
Right.
And I appreciate that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I told my brothers this year, let's just not do it. You can do it for the kids, whatever, but I would rather keep it in my circle.
Yeah.
But like Jack, so Leighton wanted money. She's in New York right now.
Right.
So she's like, I really don't want presents, just give me money, which I think is so boring.
And you're like, I give you that all the time anyway, but
I
that's
know.
right. That's-
But Jack told me because I'm so good at gift giving that he wanted me to give him gifts,
Oh, quite the
which I
compliment.
take as a compliment,
Yeah.
Like, I don't know if I could give you guys good gifts.
Yeah, probably not. What do you think?
Well, see, that's just it. If Maggie, and she says, what would you want for your birthday and Christmas? And I was like, I don't know. And she's like, well, your friends are getting, all of them are getting brand new irons this Christmas. God, I hope this doesn't
my shirts are going to look amazing. Yeah.
I just let their gifts out of the bag in
Jim,
the wife
you did that.
conversation.
Yeah, that's right. Do they watch the Mystery Fifth Hour? you think?
Hope not. Hope not. So, which I think, Brown, you would attest to this. The husband needs to know before you go buy a set of irons because.
Well,
yeah. I mean,
well,
that's
I think if you're the wife, you're going to have to accept that he may take them back and exchange them for another set.
That's right.
I would hope the wife understands that.
And then I told Maggie, I was like, Maggie, I mean, I was with you. We were still on the radio when I got these irons. It's not going to add any distance to my shots. I'm not going to play any better golf with new irons. I don't need new irons. I don't need a new driver. I mean, I tried to buy a new driver last year, paid $600 for it, and was hitting it further out of the fairway. Went back to my old one and played great.
Golf's just expensive.
Ended
right
up getting $600 worth of. Oh no, dude!
The sound system I use for gigs was less than that, and it has paid for itself beyond belief.
Yeah, you know
Brown
what?
will
Has
tell
not always golf clubs.
About
God.
$150 a club. Is that
That's
about right?
insane.
I mean, a good set of irons, you're going to get pitch and wedge through 3 or 4 iron for $1,200.
Yeah, about $150 a club.
Yeah, $12 to $1,800.
I don't play golf, but if you play golf once a week, I would think you have the clubs for 3 or 4 years. Well worth it.
Yeah.
Yeah, but now you factor in the greens fees.
Oh, yeah, it's
each
not
week.
a cheap sport. There's no doubt.
I'll tell you what I've learned about gift giving.
What?
And like I got really killed years ago when I got Bethany a treadmill.
Oh yeah.
And then
Didn't you
again,
back that up with a vacuum?
I got killed when I gave somebody else a Roomba and a Peloton. But the way I see this is it's not only a win-win for me, but it's also stuff I can use. Not necessarily the Roomba.
Yeah.
I mean, I do know how to send it back to home base, but I use
Get back there.
the Peloton. I use the treadmill. I think if you can give something to somebody they need that you can also use, it's a win-win.
I remember that same year. I ended up because of you. I ended up giving Maggie a Roomba.
How'd that go?
It went well.
yeah?
She loved
Good,
it.
good.
She loved it.
So hypothetically, let's say there's a family. There's a 15-year-old that looks like me. So I was a freshman in high school, and we were eating dinner one night, and they were eating dinner one night, and the father figure said, "You know what? I want to start wearing vests. I would like to start wearing vests." So somebody puts that in the bank, in the memory bank, and then Christmas comes 6 months later, and opening packages from Parisian, and there's a bunch of vests. The man looks at the gifts and goes, "What is this?" The wife says, "I got you vests because you said you were going to start wearing vests." I never said that. I never said that. Kids, did he say that? You said that. I would never wear a vest. So I don't know how much money this person spent, but the look of disappointment of just like, are you surprised? This is awful.
So you saw it.
Well, yeah, I was there.
Yeah.
Were these sweater vests or these were
No,
like the button up, like
vests like you'd wear with a suit.
like a 3-piece suit vest? Yeah.
Like
Wow.
probably 8 of them.
8.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, well,
We're
that was
going to
a-
need the progressive replay on this one, right?
And not a one was worn. Every single one was returned. Like the look of the face, I don't want this. You said you did. Never said
Nope.
that.
And you know good well you heard it. Yeah.
We were at dinner. He said, out of nowhere, he said it. Like, just like, you know what? I saw a guy in a vest. I'm going to start wearing vests. I think it'd be a good look to just start wearing vests.
Yeah. I like that your mom or this person
Yeah.
filed that away.
Yeah, like just like, and just to have that in the
Oh, now I
my
got
wife
it.
does that. Just like, oh, you said you liked that thing, and
Yeah.
then like 10 months later, you got that. Like, you remember that conversation? Oh my God, you remembered that?
So does Steve wear vest?
no, that never was.
No,
worn.
not one time.
No, I
Not
don't
to
think,
this day.
I don't even think they were tried on.
Did she also get the pocket watch with the long chain that could button on the front of the vest there?
No, they were not very good looking vests. I don't think, and like it, he made the good choice to take them back.
So
but
how do
no.
you guys react to a bad gift? I've been fortunate. I've normally been around good gift givers, or at least knowing what I want.
Right.
So I can't remember ever getting something I really didn't want.
Yeah.
I mean, maybe going back to, when you were a kid with the relatives, something like that. But typically I get really good gifts. Does Maggie ever give you a bad gift?
Open up, Jim. Nobody's listening.
Yeah, Jim. Your friends and Maggie aren't watching this.
Do the top 10.
Well, she's gotten really good at the clothes for a while. Early in our marriage, she would buy me clothes that I did not like, and I don't know if you've helped her with that, LT, or what, but
Have you helped Maggie with
I have
this?
never been shopping with Maggie.
yeah,
Would she ask you for advice?
Nope.
yeah, like last year,
Maggie, roll back hoodie, please.
Yeah. So we could hear the end of that.
TNR.
like last year, what's the sort of joggers that start with a V?
Viore.
Viore.
Viore's good stuff.
She gave me four of those.
Oh, that's a great gift.
And I was like, this is fantastic. And it was even the brand that seemed to be very popular with you guys. And I was like, all right. It wasn't a knockoff brand. And
Their shorts are my favorite. It's my favorite thing to wear, the Viore shorts.
Yeah, well, maybe
Are you telling
Maggie's
me-
listening to this. Maybe that'll be under the tree.
Are you telling me I need to jog more? I don't know what you're.
Yeah. No, she's always been good, but we're to the point we ask each other now.
What do you want?
Yeah. And
I get that. And I know
I
a
don't
lot
know
of
what I want.
I know a lot of kids that do that. I say kids, kids in their 30s, 40s, that their parents are like, what do you want? And they make a list, and then they get that list. I like the intrigue and surprise.
Yeah. And
That's just me.
I'm kind of with Lance on that. I like to try to surprise.
when I had more time, I used to like going out and trying to figure out, oh, she would really like this.
Yeah.
But truthfully, she loves one of our sponsors, Woodhouse Day Spa. I've given it now for a Christmas and a Valentine's, or a Christmas and an anniversary, and she loves it. So I will include that in this Christmas again. It fits in. That's the thing she gets the biggest kick out of. We do this tradition called stocking stuffers. We literally stuff each other's stocking, not what it sounds like.
Yeah, keep going.
Is that a euphemism, Joe?
And so, I mean, you put socks in there, or you put a piece of jewelry in there. You put, sometimes for me, golf balls are in there, brownie, or something like that.
Almost like a stocking.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, exactly.
We talk about it like a tradition nobody does. Everybody does
We do
that.
this thing where we wrap gifts, and we rip a
Did you have
tree.
a
out of-
tree?
So y'all
we rip a
stuff
tree out of-
stockings too?
I honestly,
everybody stuffs a stocking.
I was going
Yep.
to say, I honestly don't remember getting stockings as a kid.
Oh, I do. Yeah, it was kind of my favorite part.
But back to the ex-wife, she would take it to a next level. Back when DVDs were big, and one of the reasons I've got like over 400 DVDs is like that was part of my stocking. I would get like DVDs and like good body wash, soaps, all kinds of candies, good razors.
Exactly, candies
all the
and
shit
razors.
you actually need.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was
Including
always
the DVDs.
that was always in the stockings. Not
Gotta
rough.
have those.
See, I didn't have that growing up in the trailer park. We didn't stuff stockings.
Yeah, we didn't either.
Yeah, you stole them, right?
So Maggie introduced me into that tradition. So everyone else does that too.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, my dogs get stockings and
Yeah.
regular gifts.
Our dogs get stockings too.
So it'll be Bullet and Chili's first Christmas.
Oh, boy, I bet they're fired up. Have they
I'm
been
sure.
telling you what they want?
Truthfully,
Yeah,
I'm
yeah,
starting
yeah.
to feel like this is Charlie's last Christmas.
Oh, no.
We did the math the other day.
Right?
Dude's 13 and a half years old, maybe 14. We don't know exactly how old he is, but I mean, 6 years old. I mean, sixth grade, Harper going into sixth grade when we got him.
Will we all celebrate it like it's his last?
I think we should all celebrate every day like it's our
I
last
kind of
day.
agree with you. Yeah, every day should be Christmas. Every day should be your last.
But it just dawned on me because Angus is now 3 and just flying by. It seemed
Yeah.
like yesterday we got Angus, and I'm like, how old is Charlie? He's still sort of the alpha of the group, and he's the best walker. He's a good little boy, but he's still Charlie Cockblocker till the end.
Hey, this is, I don't want to make this prophetic, but this is the first Christmas I'm going to treat like the last. Like trying to save a little bit budget, but I was like about 3 weeks, I guess it was Black Friday. I was like, you know what?
To hell with
Screw
it.
it.
I'm going to blow it out this year for the people around me.
Wow, I like that. Can't wait to see what we got, Jim.
Yeah, I don't know if y'all are getting anything.
I did blow it out that much.
Well, I ran through a lottery scenario last night with LT because I'm not playing the big one. I'm playing the Florida lottery.
Lottery?
The Florida lottery, because of the folks at the Floribama recommended, why are you playing against all 50 states? Just play against the state of Florida. And I was like,
Good sales point.
great
It
advice.
is. Your odds increase some.
Yeah. And I was like, great point. But also the winning is only like
It went from at dinner last night to, you know what, all the people around me, I'm going to take care of their debt.
Right.
To I'm not giving anybody anything.
Yeah, LT
Wow.
convinced me. I mean, if I'd have won this last drawing, it was only $28 million. Well, if you take the first time payout, that's going to be what, about 12?
Well, after taxes, you're probably going to get $10 million.
$10 million, maybe 8.
That's almost not even worth it.
Yeah, I know. Do you even
it's-
buy the ticket at that
so
point?
at that point, I still got to go to work on Monday. But when I was playing the Powerball, my dream was always winning and not telling you guys.
Right.
And then one day when we were having our meeting, handing out 13 checks of $1.5 million to you guys.
You would finally buy some friends.
And you would say, finally, everyone up here would like me. And you guys would say, why 1.5?
Yeah, why 1.5?
Because
I
I
would not
wanted
say
you
that.
guys to all have $1 million, and the 0.5 was to take care of the taxes for you.
Yeah, I hope you win this thing.
Yeah, well, I'm not even
You-
playing the Powerball
I'm
anymore.
glad you've thought through it.
Yeah.
Last minute or early shopper?
Last minute, 100,000%.
100% last
yes.
minute. I'm the same way. I'm a procrastinator by nature, so I do last minute on everything.
Even back in the day of the malls, before you ordered everything online, I would love to go to the malls after our last day of work, about 3 days before Christmas.
Oh, my God.
And the enthusiasm and the excitement in the mall, the Galleria,
The screaming kids.
of just going by and buying and stuffing your bags full and maybe drinking a little hot chocolate,
Getting
a
a
little
little
cider.
carousel just for a ride.
Did you go to Barney's Coffee?
Oh, yeah.
I used to love that when I was a kid at the Galleria, the smell of Barney's coffees and Cindy Cinnamons.
I tell you,
I
I
got
loved
$15. I can get a scoop of Haagen-Dazs.
starting in college for like a 5-year window. I'd love to go to the Galleria and sit in one of those restaurant windows, have cocktails, and just watch people shop.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. I mean, it's a good look. People shopping is like, they're happy.
Everybody is
I
happy.
miss the malls. Yep, people are happy.
I miss the malls too.
Yeah.
You think they'll ever come back?
Yeah, I'm
Everything's
sure.
cyclical, yeah.
Yeah.
I
I was
mean, if
watching
you-
Bad Santa last night, and obviously he is a mall Santa.
Yeah.
And just, I don't know, we just don't have malls anymore.
If you think about it, what is popular right now are the outdoor shopping areas, right? Where you park in a parking lot and shop. That's really just a version of what it was back in the 40s and 50s when you just went downtown and it was one store after another,
Yeah,
right?
but it's cold, you know?
Well, I know it's cold, but I'm just saying that's cycled back around.
Well, really,
so I think
it's-
the mall will too.
It's not even the outdoor shopping now. It's Amazon. Everything.
Well, that's true. That's what's gonna kill
But
it,
here's
yeah.
what disappoints me. And listen, Amazon is Amazon. But here's what disappoints me now. If I'm buying everything online, like I don't know if you guys, when it shows up, oftentimes it's shitty. It's not as well made
No,
as I
you got
wanted
to
it
know
to be.
what you're ordering online before you get
yeah,
it.
you got to go brands.
Like, let's just use Viore again. So I've had enough Viore that I can order whatever Viore online and you know exactly what you're getting.
Exactly,
But if
yeah.
it's a...
But like my sweatshirt the other day, I thought it was a sweater when I ordered it to get shipped overnight to have it in time for Tacky Sweater Day. It shows up and it's
Poor quality, yeah.
No, it's shit. It's crap.
Yeah, like the shirt I've got on is like, I forgot what it's called, like 32 blues or something. And so I order it. Well, the end seems a little too short.
Yeah. See.
Do you wear a jacket over it?
Well, I wear a jacket over it and then a shirt under it that goes a little longer.
Yeah, okay.
But I probably wouldn't buy this again because I know about the end seam.
Yeah.
Are you a fan of giving gift cards? So my wife always asks me, I need something for your mom and dad. Just give mom a gift card to such and such. She loves that store. Ryan, I am not giving your mom a gift card.
I know, but I love getting gift cards.
I do too.
Yeah,
Because you know what I can do then? I can buy whatever the hell I want.
Yeah.
We do it for like nieces and nephews. But the problem with that is that's why it's like a $bajillion industry. People, they just go unused. Like we don't need to use it tonight. Let's just put it in a drawer, and you find 5 years later, like, oh my God, we still have this thing to Ryan's Steakhouse.
You want me to blow your mind on
Yeah.
that? So 12 gave me a stat to go with this. 47% of American adults have unused gift cards.
Correct.
Oh, yeah.
All right.
I've got one to a local liquor store somebody gave me 2 years ago, and I don't know if it's
It's probably expired.
probably expired.
Yeah, I bet
It was-
most of them are a
it was
year.
like $150.
Listen to this, though. The unspent funds and gift cards in the United States are around $23 billion.
That's why if you own a business, you want people getting gift cards.
100%. Because they half the time, apparently, by number, half the time, they don't get redeemed. That's why, like, at one point, Starbucks was one of the largest banks in the world. Because people, it's not really gift cards, but it's like the prepaid card, the Starbucks card. People load it up and then they just don't use it. So Starbucks is holding that money.
Or the apps now where like Dunkin' Donuts, when I used to go there, I'd throw $50 on so I could pick up Forrester and I some coffee and occasionally a sandwich. but that's my $50 in their app now. But now they're holding my $50.
That's their $50
it's
now.
Their $50 now
Because they're the one making the interest on it. Now
and they're going to be giving it back to me. So if you time
maybe.
that, if you time that by, you're right, because there's $20-something right now still in that app.
Right.
Back to the stockings. I'll go to CVS or Walgreens, and I will stuff the stockings with a ton of gift cards from everywhere. And late in the other night at dinner, when she asked me for money and not present, she was like, "Will you please not give me an Applebee's gift card again?" But I mean, I'm like spraying the board, and it's more of having a little fun with it too. Oh, I got a $20 gift card to Red Lobster, but at the same time, they've got all this other stuff. So I put a lot of gift cards in the stockings, and I spend way too much at CVS and Walgreens.
I saw this on TikTok, and
people actually they launder money through gift cards.
Okay,
and that's why they break them up, and you can only get a certain amount. They give you receipts with them.
Okay, so let me tell you what people are doing though. And I saw this on TikTok, Rockstar. This is 100%. This was an actual news story that I saw on TikTok. They are stealing, like they're going in the store and they're stealing the gift cards with nothing on them. Right? The gift cards have no value at that point. So they're stealing the gift cards. They heat them so that you can open them without tearing it. They take the gift card out and cut off, the part you scratch off and it's got the redeemable. They cut that part off and keep it. They put the card back in the way it was, reseal it, and put them back in the store. Because when you go to the register, they scan it. You put $100 on it. They now have the redemption code for your $100.
But how do you, like if I was a server and they were like, "Hey, I don't have the card, but I've got this number."
No, you don't have to have it. You can do it online. You go online and you enter it.
That's really not fair.
It is not fair. So what the cops are saying is that as best you can, try to fill the package before you buy it and make sure it's got the whole gift card in it, or just open it at the register and only keep the card. Just don't worry about giving them the envelope to the card.
Well, we are a society full of criminals.
I mean,
because
how did they think of that?
Well, and what about laundering money through? So you're a drug dealer and you've got $200,000 worth of cash you got to wash. They do it through gift cards.
Yep. Anything that somebody comes up with, somebody's going to find out a way to use it for nefarious means, right?
Yeah. I'm still hacked on my. I deleted
noticed.
that account. Still hacked.
Noticed. I saw it this morning. There was a story up on Facebook where you made some kid some money.
Yeah, somebody got a Subaru, Outback Subaru the other day.
Congrats,
because
man.
of me.
Yeah, good for you, Jim. Well done.
I am changing the world.
You really are.
With my Bitcoin knowledge. By the way, I did read. You won't be here for Friday's show, but I got this for Friday's show. 7 hot things in 2024. Bitcoin's going to be one of them.
Oh, is it now?
Yeah,
NFT's coming back.
Yeah, the Bitcoin's coming back.
Brown and Lunsford will be excited about
That's
that.
right.
They've kicked out all the bad seeds now, and
good.
And so they're supposed to take a big upturn in 2024.
Good. I'm in.
Yeah,
I'm invested.
Little advice from Jimmy D there for you.
All right, he is a Bitcoin king. If you've seen a crypto king, if you have seen that on Facebook. Hey, if you need a car, van, or truck, rent from McCurry Van and Car Rental, the local rental company you could depend on. All kinds of vehicles to choose from, includes trucks, SUVs, and passenger vans. Easy in, easy out, easy rent in Athens, Muscle Shoals, Huntsville, and Coleman on 2nd Avenue Northwest. Coming soon to Skyland Boulevard. Reserve your rental today, 256-559-1003. That's 256-559-1003 or McCurryRentals.com. This is our Christmas episode. I hope you know how thankful we are for all of you. That's more of a Thanksgiving message, right? But it still works at Christmas. So Merry Christmas, Happy Hanukkah, Happy New Year, whatever you're celebrating, happy. And thank you for joining us for the Mystery Fifth Hour.